So after the defending champions, Gideon and Sukamuljo, book their place in the final again. One of only two defending champions left in. The other one is Lee So-hee in the women's doubles, but a different partner this year from a year ago when she won the title. Well, next up is men's singles. It's the Olympic champion Chen Long of China up against the former world #1 Song Wan-ho. So both players former world #1s. Chen Long has won this title 3 times. 6 finals he's been in, so if he wins today, he'll be in a 7th final here at his home Super Series event. Well, as far as the Super Series standings are concerned, Shrikant Kadambi winning his 2nd Super Series title in 2 weeks in Paris, confirmed his place at #1. In fact, the top 3 all remained unchanged, and that was despite the #2, who we're about to see next on court, and the #3, Chen Chen, both losing the first round in Paris. 6 of the top 10 been in a Super Series final this year. 2 Danes, as you can see, and 2 players from Hong Kong. And when we look at the draw, we had 2 players from Hong Kong in the quarter-final stage here at the China Open. Also 2 players from China in the quarter-final stage. 6 different nations and 6 of the 7 seeds that started. And at quarter-final stage, we had all 3 Olympic medalists, of course. Axelsen, Lee Chong-wei, and Chen Long, the Olympic champion. So the gold, silver and bronze medalists all in the quarter-final stage. We also had 4 current or former world #1s at quarter-final stage. So a very strong field. 3 seeds and 4 different nations at semi-final stage. And it's only the 3rd time this year that we've had 4 different nations involved in the men's singles at Super Series semi-final stage. The other 2 times was at the Malaysian Open and the Japan Open. So here come 2 former world #1s. But of course Chen Long has a very long list of other achievements to his name as well. 2 Olympic medals, a bronze and a gold last year in Rio de Janeiro. 3 World Championship medals, including 2 golds. Whereas this man became world #1. In fact, his last final was a year ago when he reached and won the Korean Grand Prix Gold event. But he is very consistent. This is his 6th Super Series semi-final this year. Toss of the coin from Wiyana. Indonesian umpire. Chen Long beat this man in the Olympic quarter-final stage. And in fact in Rio, which is the last time the 2 met, it was Song Wan-ho was the only man to take a game off the eventual gold medalist. That match, incidentally, was a marathon match, 1 hour and 37 minutes. So Song Wan-ho, the #2 seed from Korea, 29 years of age, from Chungwon. Total of 17 weeks as world #1, but currently #3. He was a semi-finalist here 2 years ago when he lost to his opponent of today in 2 straight games, and then Chen Long lost in the final. So he has twice been taken the full distance. What a tough first round match that was. Tian Hao-wei, the left-handed Chinese player, a beaten finalist at the All England last year, and that was a first round encounter. Incredible. And what about the quarterfinal as well against Lee Che-yu, the player promoted from the qualifying draw. Promoted because the #8 seed Shrikant Kadambi pulled out of this China Open. Chen Long, well, his 3 titles here were in 2010, 12 and 13. He was beaten finalist in 2011, 15 and 16. So he's trying to make it through to his third consecutive final here, having previously been in 4 consecutive finals. What on earth happened to him in 2014? So that would be extraordinary, wouldn't it, if he could make a 7th final in 8 appearances. His quarter-final yesterday was against teammates, the All England finalists from this year. Shi Yu-chi, 3 games there. In the second round, he had beaten Anders Antonsson, who was the man that he lost to in Paris. And Antonsson, of course, in Paris, went on to reach his first, I was going to say, but I think it was his second Super Series semi-final.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So this man, in many people's opinion, since the Olympic Games, has not been at his best. Post-Olympic blues we've talked about as we look at our court officials. Because Chen Long, last title, Super Series title, that he won was over 2 years ago, the Denmark Open of 2015. He's been in 1 Super Series tournament final this year, which was the Australian Open
Ladies
in
and
Sydney.
gentlemen, on my right, Son Wan-Hu, Korea. And on my left, Chen Long, China. Son Wan-Hu to serve. Level. Play.
So someone hope getting this semi-final underway.
One.
And just to confirm, as we look at the coaches, Chinese coaches there, of course it was India the other time that young Anders Antonsson reached a semi-final. So 2 semi-finals this year for the Danish youngster. But I think beating Chen Long in Paris was perhaps the biggest win of his career.
Yeah, he said to the Danish press that he wanted to play the best now because he felt that he was ready to see where he was standing compared to them, and played Son Wan-Hu in Denmark Open, and then Chen Long in French, played good matches against both.
Perfect placement. Oh, well, Chen Long doesn't think so.
No, he changed it to out.
Oh, well, that's just ridiculous.
Or did he change it? Did he,
well,
was it just Chen Long who thought it would be called good?
No, it was called in. It was called in. So who has challenged? Chen Long has challenged, but
That's it. Yeah.
yeah, the line judge was right initially.
A little smile from Chen Long to the line judge. Yeah, okay, I believe you.
3 love. Play.
Well, there's been some good, accurate attacking play, and that pleases Park Tae-sang. Park Tae-sang on the coach's bench for this man. So these 2 players, the 2 bronze medalists from the recent World Championships in Glasgow.
1-4.
Thank goodness we don't have a bronze medal playoff match at World Championships.
Yeah, it's always a little bit of an anticlimax when you've lost the semi-final. You want to do everything you can to get to play that final, to get the gold, and then you have to sort of regroup yourself.
nice, 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 nice. 4. 3, 4.
Oh, what a net shot. Perfect from Ho.
Service over. 5, 3.
Fantastic.
Do you think it's just post-Olympic blues for Chen Long, or do you think that now at the age of 28, his style of play, where he's always been very physical, chasing down shuttles, is very strong athlete, and if that physical toll is beginning to feel in his limbs and his muscles and his joints, and if his pace drops a fraction because he's relied so heavily on it,
then he gets more human.
Yeah,
Definitely gets more human.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of post-Olympic blues. If we think back, Lin Dan, he took a healthy vacation after each of his 2 Olympic titles, where he only played occasionally. Chen Long has not been able to do that because it's mandatory that you play now. And also, I think you want to reap the fruits of that Olympic gold, and
in financial terms, or
financial terms, in terms of going to events that you get invited to, and so on. And I think also it's natural to struggle a little bit with motivation, because we've seen also Carolina Marin taking a long time to get back on form and winning a tournament. She won the Japan Open. But what is the next goal? Both of them have been world champions, and the last player who played well in the World Championships, that's not correct because Lin Dan did as well, but Taufik Hidayat hadn't won the World Championships when he won the Olympics. He won it the year after in Anaheim. So it's about getting new goals, and maybe Thomas Cup could be one of them for Chen Long. Help China win it back.
Six, 5.
Well, from love 4 down, it means that he's won 6 of the last 7 points. Oh, that's delightful. What a super drop shot.
Service
Accurate and played with disguise. Only the second ever men's singles player from Korea to reach the status of world #1, Sung-won Ho. Lee Hyun-il was the first. And he was only world #1, I think, for 1 week. Difficult to get hold of that information nowadays.
He's still got a chance to regain the first place, though, Lee Hyun-il.
Yeah.
Made a final appearance in Denmark Open. That was a bit surprising at the age of what, 37?
Yeah.
It's an amazing achievement.
Good judgment. Lets it drop long.
7, 6.
Missed it.
8, 6.
That's a great net shot from the Olympic champion.
One of the things that we can look for in this match is one of the things that Chen Long said in an interview after he lost one of his 4 matches against someone who he said that when he sort of launched his attack, when he was counter-attacking, he wasn't able to kill it, and eventually he became a little bit insecure of his own game. So that's something that we can pay attention to here and see how does it go with Chen Long's attack when he decides to attack. There's 2 very patient players that we have here, so they don't easily open themselves up.
Service over. 9, 8.
Indecision on that one.
10, 8. Service over. 9, 10.
Back level again.
10, all.
Yeah, very good.
Service
So it
over.
is the Korean
11,
who has the
10,
advantage,
interval.
albeit just 1 solitary point at the mid-game interval here in the opening game. You can see from that last rally why the Olympic quarter-final lasted for 1 hour and 37 minutes. Long, patient rallies.
맞으면 빵 때리는 게 상당히 생각보다 빨리 온단 말이야.
Squat
하프
one,
스매시도 아니고.
20
그게
seconds.
더 무서운 거죠.
Squat one,
하프 스매싱이 무서운 점이
20 seconds.
세게 때리지 않는데 빨리 온단 말이야. 그건 좀 조심해줘야 된다. 헤어핀 지금처럼 쭉쭉쭉 들어가지.
Park Tae-sang with the advice.
Eleven, 10. Play.
Good judgment.
12, 10.
Oh yes, good follow-up. Trunza on the right as we looked at them. Chen Yu, the other coach. No, that can't be the longest rally. Well, I can't remember many longer than that.
Service over. 13, 11.
That's careless.
Yeah.
And that's what's uncharacteristic and the indication of the post-Olympic blues.
Because he normally has an extreme shot quality,
Yeah.
Chen Long.
From China and Chen Qingchen, Jia Yifan from China.
本场比赛裁判员彭海明，中国；发球裁判员蔡芳杰，中国。
Umpire 彭海明 China. Service judge 蔡丰杰 China.
Service over. 12, 14. Thirteen, 14.
Good placement of the smash there by Chen Long.
Service over. 15, 13.
Can't have been long by much.
Service over. 14-15.
No, it wasn't. Looks at the racket.
Service over.
Must have been the racket's fault.
16-14.
下拍没着急，哎，正常的啊，熬住这时候啊，咬住。
Missed it.
Yeah, and shots like that, he didn't miss them during the Olympics.
17,
And
14.
he even gets a little break here because, I mean, someone who is not really a strong attacking player. I'm thinking, what about if Shrikant had been able to play and at his best, that would have spelled trouble for Chen Long, I think.
Missed it.
Service over.
아, 지금처럼
17. Wipe the court, please.
Of course, these two players, they know each other so well, so it's also dangerous to change too much in your game plan, because you might get outmaneuvered and sort of beat yourself. But in terms of pace here, I felt that there was a left-hander last week in Macau who played at a much higher pace than this, what we're seeing here.
He was impressive, wasn't he, Momota? That's more like the little injection of pace we saw in Rio last year.
16, 17. Oh.
We saw one yesterday when Heping Zhao was playing Carolina Marin. It was almost entirely over. There was a tiny little bit of the feather back on her own side. Anyway, it spun back.
Yeah, I remember that. That was extraordinary, wasn't it?
Would have given her 2 match points had it gone over. Oi!
Oh, that's unbelievable.
A sitting defense.
Terrific. Oh, it's just wide. Well, there's a challenge here from Son Wan-ho.
Son Wan-ho challenges.
Hawkeye is his last hope.
Well, what an extraordinary rally. I think we're just going to see the final shots. Okay, what does Hawkeye say? Hawkeye says it was out.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. (18, 17).
So into the lead at this crucial stage. On a run of 4 straight points, Chen Long. Yeah. Twice in the last 3 rallies we've seen the injection of pace. Suddenly, having played the patient rally, senses the opportunity to really go for it. Long. So on a run of 6 straight points, Chen Long earns 3 game point opportunities. Yeah, all credit to him, he has upped the tempo in these last few rallies. Opening game on a run of 7 straight points. Chen Long closes out game number 1, 21-17 in 26 minutes.
Yeah.
那个没到位，还够着打。这样能到位一点打出来，因为他不会上来抓。
对，他在靠后，他站位，气球有他强以后吧，他如果点比较低的时候，他正好点比较，你就保护自己的头顶。这种他推出来好，推出来之后他打完再上来，不怕。发击挺好，就这个节奏。发完之后注意他这两个东西，他抓紧后场为主。那样我再给你就行了。
他耐心，你要比他更耐心，就打严谨啊。现在战术都没问题。
就是我现在就是什么，就是看似有时候机会球的时候，但其实自己的重心不是特别好，他就想发力，重就打丢。
对，其实没有问题，
关键是使劲杀个柱子没过来，挺好，挺好，他也没想到。好，调整好心理。
开始。
对，调整好啊。
Got 1, 20 seconds. Got 1, 20 seconds.
Well, what a good end to that opening game from Chen Long's perspective.
Play.
From 14-17 down, 7 straight points. It's landed in.
Service over. 1 love.
Good judgment.
2 love.
Yeah, it's not a whole lot of mistakes we've seen on the baselines from these two players. Very,
No.
very experienced, good at controlling the drift.
That's amazing defense from someone. Oh. Yeah, did well.
And very important did he manage to play good defensive from his backhand side. That was the side that Chen Long targeted on his run of 7 straight points that won him the first game, but this time really, really good defense from someone who I think we're going to see some variation from Chen Long in the near future, trying to keep that backhand corner open.
4 love.
没事，给大家打没关系的，糊涂起来哎。
Well played.
Service over. 1-4.
He's not at the moment in the qualified for the Super Series finals, Chen Long. He still has a fighting chance, but he needs to do well in both this tournament and Hong Kong Open next week. And he definitely doesn't control his own destiny. He's got to have help from some of the other players.
So a challenge here from someone, huh? Yeah, he's down at 20 at the moment, isn't he? Ooh.
Yeah.
In. Good
Correct.
challenge.
In. Service over. 5-1. Play. Six, 1.
Oh my goodness.
Service over. 2-6.
It's nice variation. Body smash.
Yeah.
3-6.
Short. Oh my goodness.
Service over. 7-3.
Good shot.
Brilliant. My goodness me. Where did that backhand suddenly come from? Look at this. Amazing shot. Great spatial awareness. It's landed in.
9-3.
Well, oh, it's taken it. Oh, I don't believe it. Yeah, and he's won the rally.
10-3. Wipe the court, please. Thank you.
Well, it's big trouble at the moment, isn't it, for Chen Long?
Yeah, and I think he needs to score some quick points in order to still maintain his interest in this second game. Otherwise, he'll realize that the risk is that he'll lose it anyway, and so to start preparing for a third game. It's played with high quality. Someone hope.
Yeah. And he's got an 8-point advantage at the mid-game interval here in the second game. Charles runs out, giving the advice. Won the men's singles here in 2001. Okay, Steen, my quiz of the day, my quiz question of the day for our cup of teas tonight.
Ooh.
Who did he beat in the final?
In 2001?
Player that went on to win it the following year. These amazing images, aren't they?
11-3. Play.
It's a handsome lead.
Did he beat Lindana in the final?
No, but it was a left-hander.
Service over. 4-11.
And the next year was a four. No, that was men's doubles. Bao Chunlei?
Wang Chunhan.
Wang Chunhan. That's right.
The man he also beat in the World Championship final.
Fantastic final in 2003.
Yeah.
And played a very, very good Olympics campaign, but lost out to Taufik Hidayat, Wang Chunhan, and from that on sort of faded away a little bit.
12-4.
That's perfect.
Service over. 5-12.
Good quality net play again.
Service over. 13-5.
I think Chen Long's almost at the situation now
Yeah.
that he says,
it's
okay,
the same.
yeah.
You need to score 3 or 4, 5 easy points if he's to challenge for the second game. And the initiative with Song Wan-ho now, he can play a little bit more freely, doesn't have to think that much over his shots. Chen Long has made, in my opinion, a little bit more mistake on the baseline than we saw Song Wan-ho make in the first game. So
that's great judgment, isn't it? Oh, perfect net shot.
Service over. 6-14.
Oh, super angle.
7-14.
Oh yes. He has been very accurate with his attacking play in Song Wan-ho at the moment.
yeah,
15-7.
it pays off. To, better to be accurate than try and play it with power. Because if it's not accurate, Chen Long, he won't mind if he puts power into his shots. He'll get it back anyway.
Oh my goodness. A slip there from Song Wan-ho. Oh my goodness, and I wonder if that hurt him physically.
Service over.
Just stopped after the rally. Look, there's the slip.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't like that.
Wipe the court, please.
He's stretching out his hamstring, Achilles. What's?
Yeah, the hamstring is the problem, and also the cap of the shoe sort of hurts your Achilles.
Thank you. Service over. 16-8. $17-8.
No, we look almost certain for a deciding game now. 10-point Net advantage.
18-8.
And he is qualified for the Super Series finals, Sung Ho. And in for a tough tournament schedule, playing this tournament, Hong Kong Open next week, and the week after that his home event, the Korea GPG.
He's currently number 2 on the Super Series standings, isn't he? He's one of only 4 players in the top 10 who have played all Super Series tournaments so far.
Service over. 9-18.
Played some beautiful backhand shots here in this second game, Sung Ho.
Yeah.
Lots of variation. Extremely accurate.
Oh. Now that is clever. Just brushing across the feathers, keeping it straight, taking off pace, so that it didn't go long. A whole host of game point opportunities.
Service over. 10-20.
Luck of the net court sees out the second game for Sung Ho. 21-10 confirms the umpire. And it is indeed one game, all 47 minutes into the match.
이번 대회에 들어와서 완호한테 한번 말을 해보고 싶은데 지금 완호가 평상시 한국에서 연습할 때도 시합할 때도 마찬가지고 왼쪽에서 지금 마지막에 우리 세컨 게임 때 지금 재미로 보면 이 기술을 원래 제일 잘하는 건데 1라운드부터 지금 저는 거의 쓰긴 쓰는데 그 완호가 한 경기에도 한 10몇 개 이상 썼는데 지금 그게 안 나오더라고요. 어제까지. 이거 해봐. 쉽지 않아. 채널도 지금 어제 파이널 그저께도 파이널가 쉽지 않다니까. 어? 쉽게 받을 수 있는 지금 네가 첸롱한테 올려놓고 이게 받기 힘든 것처럼 순간순간 빠르게 오는 거기 때문에 풀 스매싱이 아니기 때문에 이게 더 받기 힘들단 말이야. 지금 체력 없는 상태에서는. 응? 아, 나 지금 제가 파이널 가서 이제 해야 할 게 중요한 게 뭐냐면 일단 올려놓고 왼쪽으로 네가 어쩔 수 없이 올리긴 누르고 올려야 돼. 올려놓고 이 하프 스매싱에 대한 지금 특히 대각도 좋지만은 물론 이 직선이 훨씬 더 빈도수가 더 날카롭단 말이야. 지금 이 오른쪽에 대한 준비가 안 돼 있으면 또 점수 쉽게 준다. 무슨 말인지 알겠지? 그리고 완호가 막 내일 이어가다가 왼쪽에서 직선 딱 잡아서 그 페인팅 클리어 칠 때 또 잘 나간다. 어? 완호 알지? 어? 리턴도 마찬가지지만 그거 어제도 그랬지만 저기 아웃 쉽게 아웃 주면 일단 이쪽 코트에서 점수 최대한 따라 붙거나 이기고 가면 저쪽에서 훨씬 네가 쉽게 편리한 하는데 좀 힘들더라도 여기서 왼쪽 공도 많냐. 일단 올라가 왼쪽 딱 올라가면 수비 딱 깔아놓고 어? 초반 맞춰.
Park Tae-sang with the advice.
As you mentioned in the beginning, Jill, someone who hasn't won that many Super Series tournaments, but I read an interview a while ago where he said that when he was younger he used to put a lot of pressure on himself to create results, to win. Now he had a different approach. He went in to try and play as well as possible and focusing only on that. And
왼쪽으로 올라와도 마찬가지 대각선.
hasn't gotten him more Super Series tournaments, but got him a lot of consistency, so he's sort of ready to take one if the chance occurs.
He has been in 7 finals, winning 2 of them. Well, the last title he won was the Hong Kong Open of 2014. It's interesting, that sort of motivation and the focus for a player. I remember reading a book about Michael Johnson, the 400 and 200 metre runner, and he talked about running the perfect race. So even when he won 2 gold medals at the Atlanta Olympic Games, both in a world record time, I think, certainly the 200, he wasn't satisfied. He said it wasn't the perfect race. There was a slight stumble as 3 strides out from the blocks on the 200 metre final. And that's what motivated him to go on until Sydney, where he won another gold medal.
Service over. 1, 2.
If you focus on the process, winning becomes the byproduct.
It does, and so many players, it helps them develop as well. It helps them develop the game.
Yeah. My goodness, good defence off the body. Now I think there's been an increase in tempo from Chen Long. I know Sun Wan Ho played well in that second game, but I was a little bit disappointed, in all honesty, about Chen Long in that second game.
Yeah, it was quite quickly that second game slipped away from him.
Yeah.
Didn't score a whole lot of points, and it's not often we see Chen Long score as few as 10 points in a game. Very surprised at the Worlds, the way he was sort of extinguished by Victor Axelsen. Was it 9 and 10 or something like that? That's not fun.
That's a very good memory. It was 9 and 10.
2.
There was indecision at the back of the court from Sun Wan Ho. Well, we now know that Victor Axelsen, the world champion, is already through to the final. And I'm sure the home fans would obviously love to see their home player. Can't remember though, when was the last time that Victor played against Sun Wan Ho?
Yeah, I can't remember either, but I remember the
Oh, it was
last year.
Japan.
Japan, yeah.
Yeah. Semi-final stage. Good rally. Oh, tough rally. This is important. Oh my goodness. It's got to be the longest rally of the match. Oh, it's landed in. What a fabulous rally. Fans enjoyed that.
5, 2.
Yes, longest rally, 45 shots. Yeah, inside the line. Reason I remember the semi-final in Tokyo was because Sun Wan Ho was the world #1 at the time, and in one afternoon in Tokyo, 2 Danes beat 2 world #1s. in 2 different racket sports, because Caroline Wozniacki beat Muguruza.
And also went on to
win the title.
Win the title, yeah.
Yeah. Gabinia Muguruza.
드롭 타이밍이 너무 낮은데 조금 더 길게 좀 드롭 타이밍.
A little concerned now, Park Tae-sung.
Yeah.
And it's understandable because he can't let Chen Long slip away.
It's 7 straight points.
7-2.
Oh, that's accurate. Very nice.
됐어. 최대한 많이 따라가면 돼, 왕아 이쪽에서.
3-7.
Yes. It's definitely been an up in tempo.
And he's playing some great net game at the moment, Chen Long.
8-3.
Oh my goodness. Missed it. Well, it's like a completely different, it's like a mirror image.
Yeah.
Chen Long suddenly totally dominant from love 2 down to 10-3 up, and it's a reversal of what happened in the second game.
Yeah, and I think someone who on this near side of the court needed to try to control more, attack a bit more, not go all out in the attack, of course, but attack with patience, because that's what we're going to see Chen Long do when they change ends in a little while.
About to change ends right now. That's extraordinary, isn't it? Complete reversal. I was going to say in fortunes, but it's not fortunes. It's just he's up the ante, and
yeah, and it's a little surprising given how difficult he had in the first game, being down 17-14. So
yeah.
I would have expected a much more close scoreline here when they change the ends, but someone who he's, in my opinion, played himself out of it a little bit. That's a little harsh because Chen Long has really created his own luck. He's been going for it, and the chances that Son is winning this match has become much smaller now after this first part of third game. And as always, an important couple of rallies, 3 rallies here after the interval, but even more now because, I mean, if Chen Long can score a couple of those points, then it looks really, really difficult.
Oh my goodness! Oh, well, fault is called by the umpire, touching the nets. Wayana of Indonesia made the call. Well, he certainly wasn't over the net, was he?
Yeah, but he's allowed to finish the shot. Yeah, maybe he touches it. There's a slight wave down the net there. That's great spot. Great spotted by the umpire.
Yeah, so just to clarify, as long as he starts the shot, his side of the court, his follow through.
To finish it over the line,
over the net. Yeah.
But not allowed to touch the net with any part of his racket or body until the shuttle is dead, so to speak, until it's hit the floor or it's clear that it won't go over the net again.
Oh, I don't believe that defense. How did he do that? Missed it.
That's a good shot, but just wide.
Yeah. Coach Bart Tae-sang knows that that could be very costly, that miss. That's the longest rally, 47.
Okay, thank you.
No, this is the sort of incident that you were talking about earlier in the week, when the players go off for a towel down. Well, the court moppers coming on straight away. Of course, they're not allowed to unless they're instructed to by the umpire, but I think it's something that needs to be looked at within the rules, the directives of badminton.
Service over. 5-12.
Changing momentum again. It looks better for someone who won 3 out of the first 4. I think Chen Long needs to gear up, needs to see if he can increase the pace just a tiny little bit.
good pressure from the Olympic champion.
再来了 service over 说你要跟着队长啊 13 6 14 6
He has played the net well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
You pointed that out.
And it's not only about playing it sharp, it's knowing when to try to play sharp and when to sort of prevent your opponent from playing sharp.
Yeah. That's another wonderful net exchange won by Chen Long. Dire situation now for this man. Yeah, threaded it down the line. 10-point advantage now, and a nod of approval from the Chinese coaching bench. Oh, super. No, it looks very much as if
17
Chen Long is going to reach his third consecutive final and his 7th in total.
And I feel that it would give a more intense final with Chen Long against Axelsen here in China than Song Wan-ho. Not that I would mind seeing Song Wan-ho against Axelsen. It's just easier to activate the audience when there's home interest.
Yeah. Going wide.
Service over 18 7.
Can't be satisfied with this third game, Song Wan-ho.
No. I wonder, that little slip, whether he hurt his Achilles or his hamstring. I don't think he's been the same since that.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, that looked very much
Just doesn't seem to be moving as freely.
No, exactly on that defense there, he didn't go for it.
Match points have arrived. An hour and 10 minutes after the start of the match. Yeah, first time of asking. 21-7 deciding game. An hour and 11 minutes. Well, the Olympic champion through to a third consecutive final.
Match won by Chen, 21-17.
Seventh final in 8 years here.
21-7.
Three-time former champion. There's a chance tomorrow to avenge his World Championship semi-final defeat to Victor Axelsen. Oh, it should be a great match. I'm looking forward to it already. But after a disappointing second game, bounced back very strongly. So confirmation, 21-17, 10-21, 21-7 in the deciding game in an hour and 11 minutes. So just one more semi-final to come, and it's the second of the two men's doubles. It's the World Championship silver medalists from earlier this year in Glasgow, Mohamed Hassan and Rian Agun Saputro, up against the World Championship silver medalists from 2013, Matthias Bo and Carsten Mogensen. Bo and Mogensen, two-time former champions here. We know that awaiting them in the final from our third match of the day is the defending champions, Gideon and Sukamolio. In fact, it was they that beat them here a year ago. So will it be a repeat of last year's final with Bo and Mogensen progressing through to a fifth final here? Well, as we await for the players to come on to court, Steen, there's an odd man out coming on to court. One of the four players. I need you to give me the name of the player.